if I mentioned this yet. Speaking of YouTubers that I watch, vloggers, Moto vloggers, whatever we call it. There's one local that I like to watch. I think she's got like 1,700 subscribers. Heck of a lot more than me, but not a huge channel. But I was at Costco with my wife, and her and her husband came walking in. So I said hello to them. I don't know if, being that the subscribers is about 1,700 and they're local, if they really get recognition when they're out, like, you know, someone like Maxi Wrist, who every other person on a motorcycle knows who that guy is. There we go. I can't talk. That was kind of neat. I think she uses the Purple Panda mic as well. I remember she had a video, at least when she got it, testing it out. Okay, traffic be moving slow. Sorry for the sniffles. I don't know if they're as loud in this as they were the other one. The other mic sure picked up me sniffing, and it sounded kind of disgusting. Bunch of crap blowing out the back of that trailer. I don't know if you can see it, but it was like a bunch of dust coming out. Oh, we in neutral. Probably want to put in gear. I was in neutral one day coming down the grade when it was real slow like this. Traffic was moving like 15 miles an hour. It was a steady 15. So I just put it in neutral and was rolling down the grade, and all of a sudden my check engine light comes on. And I look it up, and I can't remember what it said was wrong or what the code meant, but looking online, I found one person in a forum that said, if you coast in neutral too long, it throws that code. And I was like, oh, well, that's what I was doing. Usually there's a code that this thing throws quite a bit, and it has to do with I can't remember what it was now. I think it was like a fast idle, low idle, whatever it was. Same thing. Looked on some forums. They recommended running some fuel injector cleaner through the bike, and whenever I get that code, I'll run that through there, and then I don't get it again for about a year. I don't know if it's just coincidence or not. I only run Chevron fuel in here, which is supposed to have all the extra additives that keep everything cleaner, but who knows. I did recently watch a video on fuel quality that another YouTuber did, where they had shown internal, like the valves and the pistons and stuff from different gases, different brands, and there's a huge difference. They had done it, I think, a few 100,000-mile test. It was probably on like 5 different brands. Now, I think he was sponsored by Shell, because he did a lot of promoting of Shell and their additives. But Shell, Chevron, and Mobil looked all about the same in his test. And then they showed, I forgot the other. There was like 3 other ones, major brands, but or major gas stations that you see out there as you're out running around. But the other ones, they all look pretty nasty. And he also did a nice job of explaining the different octanes, because I've had that debate with people many times that you're wasting your money if your car or motorcycle does not require high octane. There is zero advantage to it, and he does a really good job explaining why that's the case. I'll have to see if I can find that video again and maybe link it below. It was a really good video. It was pretty long though. It was like a 20-30 minute video. Man, there is lots of traffic. Well, this kind of stinks. I wanted to kind of fly through here today, but not fly, but I wanted to at least do the speed limit. But there, I have a feeling we probably got here. Well, yeah, it's all one. We haven't had anybody going the other way, so the road's closed. Only one direction at a time. So I have a feeling I got to the end of this line just as it started to move again. It was probably stopped for a while. I think when we head back, we'll talk to the missus, but I think we might go back up Highway 46. Just because this is slow. I don't really want to hit the, be stuck in this on the way back. And we can see how it does going 46 with probably a lot more wind. And we'll be going about 60 miles an hour or so. Give it a good test. So I don't want to get stuck in this on the way back. It is the middle of the week. Most people had Monday off, like school districts, other places. Even though I'm a county employee, we follow federal holidays. So since February 12th was recognized as a federal holiday, that's the day we got off. Like my son's school got Monday off because I guess they I don't know, the state or whatever recognizes it on different days, which is kind of odd. It's kind of nice though, having a day off in the middle of the week. So that's kind of cool. I did plug my, okay, I unplugged my mic earlier. I was making sure I plugged my mic back in. So that might be talking to nobody. Alright, we are hauling now. We're doing a whole 35 miles an hour. Whoop, whoop. Any of you use this ram mount here? I think it's terrible. Mainly because where well, it's probably more the design of my phone. But there's like nowhere I can put the phone where it's not hitting a button. So I have to have the phone like hanging out this far at the bottom and it's barely grabbing it at the top. And then these things stretched out really far on one side, not on the other. One thing I'll look at on my next phone. It'd be nice if the buttons were directly across from each other on the phone so you can move it up or down, but it's not. They're staggered. It's like on this side it's up high, and then over this side the next button's here, and then this side the next button's here. Maybe they do that so when you squeeze the phone you're not pushing both buttons, but I think we're smart enough to adjust our hand to figure it out, because with them staggered there's no way not to hit a button. And then I paid like $2 for some app that's supposed to disable the buttons so I could go ahead and push them. And it worked for about 5 miles, and all of a sudden the button started working again. Which all it was doing was turn the volume all the way up, which I had the navigation on. Not that it really mattered, it's just that the volume bar took up part of the top screen showing that I was trying to turn the volume up. And then I'm sure it's probably eats a little more of the battery. But I can plug the cell phone in here so it stays charged. Some poppies. So this will be my first attempt too. I'm going to try to merge the video where I have the that video and this video, maybe swap back and forth. I'm also going to have to edit it a lot. We're already at 25 minutes right now. Well, I guess one of the negative things about the GoPro 7 is it says you get like an hour to hour and 10 minutes of battery life. So that's going to kind of suck. The kit I bought came with one extra battery. So I think there's on YouTube I found this dual charger with 3 batteries, and it is the GoPro brand. So I'll probably get that when I got a little extra money. It's 70 bucks I think it was. And that way I'll have at least, 5-6 hours of battery life. Because that happened once before. I rode over to the valley and went on a ride with my dad, and then the battery ended up dying. right when I was getting back home. But that was with that GoPro. That GoPro actually lasts quite a while. It does have a bigger battery pack that's attached to the back. It actually does pretty good. Although I don't know if you can see it, I got duct tape on there right now because the clip on top broke. But it's an old GoPro. The duct tape will work. And if you can tell here, I forget stuff easily. I had a P-Touch label my buttons. I think I got it down for the 7. Mainly because it has a power symbol on the on and off button. That one, there's no symbols on it. Looks like we got the Popo up ahead. The CHP. Morro Bay PD. Slow Co. Or Slow So. I guess it'd be Slow So. San Luis Obispo. Oh no, it's Fish and Game. Just to let you know, guys, Fish and Game out here does do traffic enforcement. And a lot of people don't realize that, and they will pass Fish and Game or be driving like jerks, and they will pull you over. It was funny, I was going out Highway 1 here a while back, and this guy was zooming around on double yellow. It's 55, traffic was moving at about 60. Right in front of me is a Fish and Game, so I'm following him. And I see him coming up, and he's illegally passing, flying in, cutting it close with cars, coming head on, and then he passes the game warden and lit him up, pulled him over. I don't know if that's common for game wardens to do traffic enforcement, but it's not the first time that I've seen him pull someone over driving. So maybe they assist, I don't know, maybe he just pulled them over and shoot them out. But I have seen him pull over multiple people while driving, and I know they're not hunting out the window or fishing out the window, not checking for hunting license. One of my friend's neighbors is a game warden. I'll have to ask him get the scoop. There's the BFR, the big beep rock. Is everybody going to Cayucas? Cayucas, you go right. We're going left to Morro Bay. Oh, is that like a crab net up there? A little warm. Looks like it might be a little more than 70 here.